going to punish him. I'm going to punish him. And you remember what I'm saying. I'm not going to knock him out. I'm going to whoop him.
That's just one of the many opinions you'll hear during the next 60 minutes.
And I feel the least I can do is to do the best I can to win the championship back and give it back to America, which would be taking it away from an organization believed as the Black Muslim, which, in my opinion, the public is getting the feeling that the championship belongs to that one specific group. I would like to give it back to America.
And that's the rebuttal of the challenger. You'll meet them both, champion and challenger, during the next hour, along with lovable comedian Jackie Leonard, singing star Eddie Fisher, former world champion Joe Louis, movie star Jack Palance, and the Sultan of Sarcasm, Don Rickles.
I'm Steve Ellis, the announcer on The Big Fight. Clay defending against Floyd Patterson, Muhammad Ali, the champion of all the world. We're right here in Titletown, USA, Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll give you the inside on boxing. We'll watch both guys in sparring sessions. We'll talk to fistic personalities of great importance. We'll talk to entertainment business personalities also of great importance. It all happens behind the scenes for you in this next hour, right in Titletown, USA, the home of the champions, Las Vegas, Nevada.
From the training camps of the olden golden days. Here at the exotic gaudy El Morocco, the reigning champion has set up living quarters in a style befitting the king of the ring. Clay's manager, Angelo Dundee, explains some of the pre-fight methods and how this mosque of splendor admirably fills the champion's needs.
We usually get to any training site 3 weeks prior. There's a lot of reasons for that. You have to get acclimated to the training procedures. It's a complete change from the camp setup we have in Miami. We usually have a place where we can cook our own food because the champ likes the food cooked by his own cooks. The reason being that he knows they know just how he wants it prepared because they're cooking for him all the time he's in Miami.
Cook Lana Shabazz prepares the daily menu.
We all eat the kosher food, you know, and we prepare good food for everybody in the camp. And we always have fresh vegetables. And he eats steaks, you know, every day he have a steak. And most everybody else have a steak.
As you can see that when we get to these places, we make sure we have a comfortable dining room because we are a large group, anywhere from 14 to 16 people in the training setup. And when we get there at 6 o'clock, it's Maggie bar the door. They're all ready to eat, and the girls are going to have the food ready. And as you can see, we walk into this King Arthur Court setup, and it's really a gorgeous dining room, and this is a perfect setup for a fight.
Long before breakfast, however, the champion's workday begins. Manager Dundee explains the plan.
Fighters like to get up in the crisp air and go out and run. Everybody has different methods of running that has his own. He likes to jog, and he goes backwards, sideways, he goes all over the place. But the important thing is that he's on his legs, and he's conditioning his legs.
No substitute for road work, believe me. Under the watchful eye of the veteran manager, the 23-year-old title holder is being brought carefully to peak condition to face his antagonist, Floyd Patterson. For all the bombast and flamboyant manner, the champion is a lonely man. He has a small, select group of associates, but there's no nonsense about his training. He works hard, works with regularity, works like a determined man. Of course, once in a while, Cassius will make some unusual change in the routine, and Dundee tells it this way.
I'm thankful up to this time that I don't have a heart condition, because every once in a while the champion diverts from his training procedures. Like one time he decided to ride a horse. Now, I know horses, when they get into their mind to give you a hard time, they go about their own business and give you a hard time. But I'm happy to say the champion's a good horseman. The trainers at the track compliment him on the way he rode the horse. Now, I was concerned because, see, a horse taking his mind to bolt or make a quick turn, and something's got to give, and it's usually the rider, not the horse. And I'm concerned about him getting injured this close to the game.
And it looks like the horse had a pretty good workout, too. And so, for the moment, we take our leave of horseman pugilist Muhammad Ali, alias Hopalong Cassius Clay. Not far away from Clay's headquarters is the Thunderbird, where the challenger, Floyd Patterson, has been doing his training. Here is a quiet, determined man, a total contrast to the vocal, irrepressible Clay. Floyd is 30 years old, veteran boxer with 48 major bouts on his record. He's a former Olympic champion and twice world heavyweight title holder. Among his devoted admirers is a great show business personality, Jackie Leonard, and say, is that Eddie Fisher kibitzing?
What are you doing lately?
Tell us this, Jack. How is the fight going to end?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's my honest opinion. And it isn't I have anything personal against Clay, but I just don't like him. But I have a feeling that Mr. Floyd Patterson is really going to take him. I really mean that. And he's going to knock him out.
Knock him out.
I really mean that, yes.
What's Floyd's best punch in your book?
My best punch is any punch that knocks him out.
Now let's take a good look at the style of the challenger. He's steady, moves well, a fast puncher. How does he look to you? Oh, you hear talk about Patterson's China chin. Will he be able to protect it from the swift swatting of champion Muhammad Ali?
Floyd's very capable trainer, assistant trainer, Ernie Fowler. Ernie, how long have you been with Floyd?
Well, I've been with Floyd now about 7 years, Steve.
How would you compare the Floyd Patterson of today with the Patterson of any of those 7 years?
Well, now he has more experience and mentally and physically, he's ready for this particular fight anyway.
We'll note that Floyd Patterson is working for fast, quick moves. Watch his fast hands. Watch what he does with a smaller, swifter sparring partner. On top of his man, forcing the issue all the time. Flat-footed stance, moving forward, very aggressive, looking to shoot toward the body or shoot toward the chin wherever he gets that given opportunity. Patterson moving forward, moving to his left, and you'll notice how he sets his man up with body shots and then comes up to the head. Floyd, with his hands rather high, too, gives us a good insight on what he's going to be doing November 22nd. Hands high, legs on the ground, forcing the fight, moving to his left, looking for key openings, looking for a good shot. Patterson's ring style belongs to Floyd Patterson strictly all by himself. Knows what he's doing. The man's been around since 1952 professionally. Will this strong, fast-punching ring stylist be able to outmaneuver crushing Cassius? Let's hear what another talented young man thinks.
We have some outstanding personalities from the entertainment world, real top names, watching the workout, guys who know a lot about the boxing sport. I see Eddie Fisher. Ed, come on over if you don't mind. And very good to see you. And they tell me that perhaps you'll honor everybody a few nights from tonight and maybe do the national anthem for us on the fight. Would that be so?
Well, I hope so. I sing the national anthem any chance I get. Love to do it.
Very, very good, and I know the folks around the world would love to hear you do it. Eddie, how does Floyd look to you right now?
Oh, he looks terrific. He looks sensational. I came in with Cassius Clay on the plane when he came here to Vegas, and he looked pretty good on the plane, too.
In other words, he's a well-conditioned athlete, so this should be a one between two dedicated guys.
I think it's going to be a great fight. I really do. Floyd looks marvelous.
You're so right, Eddie. He does look good. Floyd is showing us those fast hands again, making good moves against shotgun Joey Shelton. Good moves aimed toward the body and good moves aimed toward the chin. Floyd very satisfied with ring workouts, surprisingly fast, surprisingly good.
Two very important sparring partners with contender Floyd Patterson, Joe Shelton and Richie Norton. Joe, you worked very well with Floyd. What did he try to do to you? What did you try to do against him?
Well, today in training, I tried to outthink him, which means one thing, his mind is very clear. I tried to outpunch him. That means that he was hitting me with punches quicker than I could hit him. That means that he is punching much sharper, much faster.
How good would you say Floyd was with his thinking, with his punching ability, by comparison to the Floyd of other fights?
Well, I have been with him since he had his fight with Eddie Machen. I have worked with all of the other fights, and I think this particular fight, his mind is much better, plus his punches is much sharper. That's the only thing I can say at this time.
Sharp indeed. Floyd's got all the sharpness that the challenger would want to have and would need to have. In close range, and we'll notice that Floyd is fighting that way, staying inside. He's getting good body digs, good body leverage. That could be the theme on the big fight. The idea is to whack toward the body and get that chin in view. Floyd with fast hands, feigning all the time before he shoots those shots. You'll notice how he moves in and out, gives you a moving target, but is never right there, never easy to hit. Floyd's best shot, and we've made mention of this before, is that good, short, jarring, jolting left hook. He wants you right in front of him for that good hook because that's the knockout punch. Hey, comedian Don Rickles. Look at Floyd's leverage. Man, they're power-packed all the way. Shelton's not an easy guy to tag either. He's got the gloves high.
What about the idea that you're going to meet Slim Trim Jackie Leonard? Is this going to happen?
No, because Jack, God love him, is an old-timer, and there's some talk in the stomach he falls. So I'd rather not touch him. I respect him a great deal, and many times he's come over to my home.
It looks like you're wearing my old head.
I was just boosting you, Jack.
I know you were boosting me, and I certainly enjoyed your fight very much.
Well, who would win the fight between
I don't
Leonard
know.
and Rickles?
I have no challenges, sure. I shall be the champion as long as I live.
You shall be. Do you have too much speed for this little man?
I think so, because after all, he's one of the finest road companies I've ever had.
He is.
And I think in the very near future, he'll find himself, and I know he'll disappoint all his friends.
He's really full of warmth when you get to know him. Full of warmth. Chris Kringle.
Thank you.
A lot of warmth.
Thank you, Tom. Lots of luck to you when you go back downstairs.
All right, gentlemen,
May
we
they take the peg out of your heart.
Gentlemen, please. We're interested in Clay and Patterson,
Right, I
not
see
in
that.
Jackie Leonard and Don Rickles.
Well, we're not too thrilled with you either, you know.
Right, Steve. We never liked you, come
I
to
want to wish
think
you all
of
the
it.
luck in the world.
You're
and
very
wherever you
annoying.
work
You
next,
don't hang
I
around
hope they
us.
fire you
Go
today.
away. That's
I mean,
it.
the blue
We don't
collar
want to
company-
discuss it
Stop
anymore.
the first.
Yes, indeed, fellas. Well, as Floyd works with a speedy middleweight for real speed, let's find out how a big sparring partner, Richie Norton by name, feels about Floyd Patterson of today as compared to the Floyd Patterson of, say, yesteryear.
Big Richie Norton. Rich, what do you weigh?
260, Steve.
260.
260.
Well, now, as a big, tough, rough guy, as a guy who can move you around, who can fire shots, who takes a good shot, how did you find the Patterson of today by comparison to the Patterson of other important fights?
Well, I find him a lot stronger, a lot faster, hitting harder than he has in the past, and I think he's in a very good frame of mind for this fight. I really think that it's Floyd all the way.
Floyd all the way. Tell me this, Richie. You certainly have caught some of his very good shots, and you've nailed him with some good shots. What should the fight fans around the country, around the world, look for when they're watching this on closed circuit or in the arena? What should they look for as Floyd's best punches?
Well, his best punch, I think, is his left hook, which he has caught me with playing, although he knocked me out a couple of years ago with a right hand here in Vegas. But I think his left hook is going to tell the trick this time.
Is it a fast left hook? You say it's a heavy punch, but is it a fast
It's
one?
very fast. Like lightning, you can't hardly, you see it coming, but you can't get away from it.
Floyd continues to work hard, continues to impress the onlookers. He's worked for speed, he's worked for punching power. And talking about speed, talking about the speed bag, Floyd keeps those hands moving all the time. He's got determination. He's got the hand speed to go with determination. Floyd Patterson on what he calls the peanut bag. The peanut bag because he's got to move with it for timing, got to stay with it. And he shows us that he can hit it going either way, the right hand, the left hand. Keep those hands going, keep them pumping all the time. Look out, brother. This man means business. Then there's that big 75-pound bag. They call it the sand bag. It's leather loaded with sand. Floyd gets his leverage with this one. He packs the power punches in real hard. If you can hit this bag moving the right way, then certainly you're going to hit a moving target. Floyd likes to hit the sandbag, the big bag, the punching bag. He jabs it high, and then he'll get the leverage shots. But we'll note that with hands high, he likes to bang in that left hook. Then, of course, the big story of the fist fight might be the legs. What will we see when the two fellas go for all the marbles, go for broke, go for the ring championship? Floyd Patterson's legs are the kind that stay on the canvas. They're the kind that gives him leverage. He works hard in the rope skipping chores, works hard all the time. Floyd wants to move right, wants to move left, wants to move in, and wants to move back. And the only way to do that, the only way to be tuned for good fistic performance is to get the legs tuned just right. So rope skipping is an important chore. Rope skipping is rather important to the gladiator. Floyd does lots of tricks with the skip rope. He can make it talk, as he would say, make it talk while he keeps those toes tapping, keeps them going on the canvas, in and out, around, moving in and out and feigning all the time.
The man that will attempt to win his world heavyweight crown for the unprecedented third time, the very popular, capable ringman, Floyd Patterson. Floyd, are you ready for November 22?
Yes, I am.
Well, what kind of fight do you feel this will be from a fight fan standpoint? They'll be watching this one all around the world, and how do you look at the fight?
Well, as far as my own personal opinion is concerned, I've trained for quite some time for this one. I'm ready both physically and mentally. And regardless of the outcome, I'm sure that the fans will get their money's worth, regardless of who the victim may be. But in my opinion, it is not only going to be a tough fight, it's going to be an extremely interesting one because of the experience of one of us and the speed of the both of us.
All right, the experience of your experience and the speed in the hands of both of you. Now, talking about speed, Cash's main speed seems to be in his legs. You're a guy that sets the pace. You walk forward, you stalk your opponent. You're a great fighter to watch in action. Will legs make a difference in this fight?
Well, in my opinion, legs would make a difference or could make a difference in any fight. But because of my experience, I'm going to try for it not to make too much of a difference. I'm well aware of my opponent's speed of legs, and I'm convinced that his legs are faster than mine. But I'm also convinced that my hands are faster than his.
Now, I've worked several of your fights, as you know, and so the fans know too. You have the uncanny ability, Floyd, of being able to nail, to hit a moving target, not only with your fast, accurate left hook or with your good right hand, but you can hit a moving target. Do you feel that Clay, who moves an awful lot from his waist up, moves and rolls that body around, do you feel that that's going to be a tough target to hit, to nail?
Well, like I said before, no one can actually predict whether a fight is going to be a tough one or an easy one. All I can predict is that it will be an interesting one. Whether or not the target will prove to be a hard one to tag is yet to be seen. But I do feel and I do have confidence enough in my own ability to feel or go in there with the intentions of having no difficulty in reaching the target.
Well, you seem more determined, more self-assured for this one, as I've watched you in training, and now that your training grind is all over. You seem ready for this big opportunity of kind of saving boxing. Now, the reason I say that, and I'm out on the limb saying it, is because of the difference of opinion between you and Muhammad Ali. Do you feel that the religious differences between the two of you will make any difference in this fight or could point toward any reason for either guy to win?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that boxing needs no one to save it. Boxing has been here long before I entered the sport, and I feel it will be here long after I retire. I don't feel that this fight between Cassius Clay, whether I'm victorious or not, it will save boxing. I do say it is bouts like this that make boxing a bit more interesting and perhaps create a lot more interest than just an ordinary bout because of the difference in beliefs, religion, and almost everything. That's about all I can say in regards to that.
Well, Floyd, he oftentimes has talked about meeting you after the fight and perhaps you going to his church for 24 hours or he going to yours for 24 hours. I know, and so do the fight fans around the world, that you are a religious young Catholic man. He has beliefs in the Muslim faith. Do you feel that this racial situation enters into this fight at all?
As far as I am concerned, I don't think so, but as far as the public is concerned, I can't say.
Okay.
I don't know how they feel as far as the religious or the racial part of it is concerned. My only interest, as I've stated many times before, is that boxing has given me everything. It's given me security. It has allowed me to travel to all parts of the world, to meet many different wonderful people such as yourself.
Thank you.
To go on many TV and radio programs. And I feel the least I can do is to do the best I can to win the championship back and give it back to America, which would be taking it away from an organization believed as the Black Muslim, which in my opinion, the public is getting the feeling that the championship belongs to that one specific group. I would like to give it back to America.
Note carefully the massive frame of world heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. At the glamorous Stardust Hotel on the Strip, the champion has been holding daily workouts in which he confidently proclaims that he'll totally punish his opponent, a guy named Floyd Patterson. Let's take a critical look at Clay. The 23-year-old has surprising speed for all his 206 pounds plus. Most of the former world champions pick Clay. Jack Dempsey, Jack Sharkey, Ingemar Johansson, Rocky Marciano, and James J. Braddock all figure Clay's youth and speed will enable him to keep the crown. Let's take a look. Clay, with his back to the camera, working with Cody Jones. What is he going to do? A long, lean left hand. Look out, boy. He's got hand speed. Speed to burn. The incomparable Joe Louis, champion of all champions. Joe, how you feeling?
Oh, Steve, I feel fine. How you been feeling?
Pretty good and all set to go. What do you think of Clay and Patterson, Joe?
Well, Steve, I think this could be probably the best fight that's been around in an awful long time. Both boys got good styles. Patterson is very fast. As you know, Clay is very fast. And I think it'd be better who can beat one another to the punch line, because both of them got good fast hands. So
glad to hear you say that. I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you for a prediction, because your wire story on the eve of the fight is going to make the prediction. You're going to pick
That's
them.
right. So I have to wait until
right,
at least 21st.
Right. Okay. Now, Joe, let's analyze these two fellows here. We've got Clay in there with Cody Jones, and what is Cody attempting to do at this point with the champion? Is he imitating Floyd?
Well, I think Cody is not quite as fast as Floyd, but he is coming at Clay all the time, which I think Patterson will probably come after Clay too. And Clay, as you know, most of the thing with Clay trying to catch punches and things, block them and hit, because Patterson got very fast hands, so I'm sure that he gonna block, he gonna speed up, punch fast like that. See, he's gonna do that.
In other words, hand speed,
That's
right
right
there.
That's right.
How good does Clay look to you? Is he a better fist fighter than he was, say, a year or two or three ago?
Well, he got more confidence right now. He feels that he can do what he wants to do. He can feel that he can fight if he wants to. He can play around if he wants to. What I mean play around in the sense of what I'm in the ring.
Loosen up.
Yeah. And if he want to come on, he can come on. I think that in that last fight for me, in Liston, that last fight with Liston, although it didn't last for just a minute or so, I thought he showed more in that minute than he showed me.
Well, now tell me this: he seems to have very good legs. I'm talking about the champion at this point. He's not using right now with Cody, but he can go either way: left, right, backward, forward, and punch while he's moving. Do you feel that this is a big asset against Floyd?
Well, I think that Patterson can't hit as hard as Clay can on backing up. But he can hit just like Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson, you could back him hit just as hard as coming forward. And that's his access to anyone who can do that.
In other words, he can hit, he can thread a needle like Sugar Ray could do.
That's right.
Joe, what would have happened, and I want you to tell the public around the world sincerely, which I know you'll do, what would have happened if a young kid named Joe Louis, about 1939, 1940, would have fought the Cassius Clay of today?
Well, Steve, as you know, all boxers did very well with me. So, Clay is a good boxer. He moves good. So, that speaks for itself, I think.
You're very modest. That speaks for itself. The champ continues his workout with Cody Jones, continues to work in round number 1 in the sparring session. Cody, of course, staying inside, fighting hard all the way, makes Clay work, and Clay does just that. So much for the round. Now we're getting ready for what will be round number 2. It's a good light heavyweight, a kid called Jimmy Ellis. Jimmy, ranked number 10 in the world in his division, works toward the body, looks to get away from jabs if he can, and stays inside and whacks toward that midsection. Jimmy Ellis, copying the style of Floyd Patterson, shows good speed, good determination against his buddy and world champion Clay. Dr. Donald Romeo, the official commission doctor in the state of Nevada. Doctor, the general condition of each fist fighter, how do they look to you?
there's very little to choose from physically. Both men are in excellent physical shape. We've checked them 3 times now, and there isn't anything to choose from as far as physical condition is concerned. They're both wonderful physical specimens.
Longtime friend and chief sparring partner with Cassius Clay, Jimmy Ellis. Jimmy, what are you attempting to do in the ring with Cassius?
I try to work with him for speed, and I know Floyd is pretty fast, and I do my best to try to make him move and work hard.
When you talk speed, you're slightly smaller. You're about 185, soaking wet. You're fast. You went 1-1 in the amateurs with this man. Did you give him a hand? Do you give him hand speed, leg speed? What do you do?
Well, I try to give him leg speed because his hand is already fast, and I try to make him move much as possible.
Jimmy, how much has he improved since the days when you fought him?
Well, he's improved a whole lot. He's got bigger in weight, but his hands and his moves are just as fast as it was in amateur. And all I can say is he just improved all the way around.
We're looking at the unusual in the ring. A word of explanation from manager Angelo Dundee.
Now, believe it or not, usually brothers are not good sparring partners, but you're watching Rahman Ali, and he is good. He knows his brother's every move. Therefore, it necessitates the champ to be ready for him because Rahman knows him as well as he knows Rahman. Therefore, you're watching 2 brothers that, believe it or not, are good for each other to spar with.
Very outstanding young heavyweight contender, Rahman Ali, the younger brother of Muhammad Ali. Rahman, in the ring, when you work with Cassius, or with Muhammad, I should say, what are you attempting to do? Who are you attempting to copy, or how are you helping your brother?
Well, Steve, when I box with my brother Muhammad Ali, I'm not doing nothing irregular. I'm doing the same. I'm fighting the same pattern that I've always fought with him, but I'm working to the body a little more. He lets me hit him into his midsection much more rapidly, and this will help him when he fights Floyd Patterson because Patterson is fast. But my style is the same. My jab, my hook, my right, everything is the same pattern. The only thing is different is that he's letting me pound him in the body more, and this will help him toughen up his midsection because Floyd is a combination puncher.
And that's the round. Thank you, Rahman. Good workout. Good brother against brother. Now the guy in the ring, little Candy Barnes. Ooh, what happened? The champ is down. Down against a 135-pounder, but giving the kid a big day, a day to remember, the day that he was floored. Cassius Clay on the defensive, running away from the little lightweight, catching leather, catching punches, and proving that, well, he can have fun too, and he's letting the young guy have some fun. The fans in the stands truly like to see Clay give and take, and he's taking, at this point, from little Candy Barnes. Big Cassius, ooh, what did he do? He missed one, just breezed us by with some of the ozone. The fans really liked it, liked the show put on by the great showman, Muhammad Ali.
World-famed boxing trainer of 8 world champions down through the years, from Jack Dempsey to Ace Hutkins to Mickey Walker to Jackie Mandel, Joey Greenberg. Joey, condition-wise, who do you like in this fight between Clay and Patterson?
I like Cassius Clay. He's young, he's strong, he's fast, and he's coming up all the time.
My big question to you, Joey Greenberg, and a final question. I'd like you to go out on the fistic limb and pick a winner for us and tell us how long the fight will go and why.
I think the fight will go about 10 rounds. I look for Clay to cut him up and beat him, but it'll be a great fight. Patterson's a great fighter.
While the great former champion, Joe Louis, looks on, let's talk to the present world champion.
The world heavyweight king, the world heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, are you ready? We're on the eve of the big fight. What's your condition, in your opinion?
Well, Steve, I'm in excellent condition. I really, by this being the eve of the fight, I would like the people out there in the TV audience across the nation to listen to what I'm going to say and then watch and see if it don't happen. This will be a mismatch. Floyd Patterson will be no match. He's too short. He's too slow. He don't have the reach. He can't take a punch. He don't hit hard, and he don't have the footwork. This will be a mismatch. First, I'm going to punish him. I don't think he deserves a quick knockout because he's been talking so bad about me. I want to embarrass him since he's so easily ashamed and he has so much false pride. I want to take him and give him a good whooping. Whoop him for about 5 or 6 rounds. Just beat him good and then knock him out. I will hit him about 6 times to every miss that he throws. It will be a mismatch, and I want everybody to watch it. And this will be the retirement of Floyd Patterson. And I understand he didn't bring his beard. He left it at home.
I feel it's going to be a fight fans fight. You, of course, are great.
It's going to be a good fight because I'm going to let it be a good one, but I'm going to punish him. It's going to be an uneven fight. I predict that after the first round in this fight, the people will be crying, "Stop the fight."
You make that prediction.
It'll be that one-sided.
Now, he, on the other hand, when I interviewed him just yesterday, he said that he's confident of regaining his crown for the 3rd time.
No,
and he told me to tell you that.
If he dreamed he did, he'd apologize. Floyd Patterson, before he fights me, he'd rather be caught in the middle of Vietnam with a bean shooter.
Now, wait a minute. Are you the best draw in the West? I want you to tell me because the fight's taking place in Las Vegas.
I'm the fastest in the territory, and I'm running them out of town right after the fight. He's better be out of Las Vegas at noon, November 23rd.
Well, you know, I'm going to step in the center of the ring after the fight. Who will I interview? I want the champion, but...
You will interview me, of course, Steve. Have I ever let you down?
You haven't.
You will always interview me.
Well, champion, I appreciate your confidence. You're
but
a great
I advise
gladiator.
the public and the police and the detectives to follow Floyd for at least 3 days after this fight because he might do something wrong. He's going to be whooped that bad.
All right. As a closing question, 1 second, please. As a closing question, I know both of you very well. What is the situation between this deal between you and he for 24 hours with regard to your Muslim faith and his Catholic faith?
No, as far as us spending time with each other after the fight, I have something that I'm going to present to him in the ring. The people will see me present to him something in the ring that will be enough knowledge in it that will equip him for more than running with me. And plus, after I beat him, I'm afraid that the beating and the whipping that I'm going to put on him, the chastisement that I'm going to put on him, he won't be able to show his face until he recuperates.
In a short time, one more word will be on that marquee, the word tonight. But right now, within the huge empty arena, important details are checked by Al Bolin, general manager of Title Bout Promotion, and Fred Brooks, president of Sports Vision. It's empty now, but wait until fight night.
Al, tell me, where are the celebrities going to be sitting for the fight?
Well, you've got Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra here, Liz Taylor, Richard Burton. Billy Eckstein's over here in the first row. In the first row here, we have Burt Lancaster.
Well, where are these fellows going to be sitting? What row?
Well, I say first row, but actually it's the 8th row because of the press.
Why do we need 7 press rows? Usually we only run 5.
Well, this is going to be the biggest in history. The foreign deals that you've made on this fight have created an interest worldwide, and...
Well, see, Al, my problem is that we want to pick up the celebrities as they come in on our creepy peepee. Harold, come here a second. Show me where on this chart, where is the second creepy peepee going to be located?
Let's see. It's in the first row right here, section A.
I see. Well, now, do we really need 7 press rows?
Well, we have an unusually large delegation from London because of the closed circuit in England. You've got 12 theaters over there.
Right.
And this is the largest delegation we've had.
Eddie Fisher's here, and I think we ought to check that.
Oh, how are those acoustics, Eddie?
I'm just trying them out. Oh, hey, they're fine.
Now, let's hop over to press headquarters at the Dunes and check some opinions about the big fight. Oh, there's National Sportscaster. Looks like Tommy Harmon.
I hate to disturb that big winning streak, but I've been looking all over.
Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good to see you. How you been? Fine and dandy. How goes the whole battle?
Couldn't be happier. Everything is running perfectly.
See, I've got one problem. I'd like to get a couple of statements, one from Cassius and also from Angie, and also another statement from Floyd, if I can, for our network radio show.
How's your time? About 1 for Clay and 3 for
That'll be fine, whatever is convenient for them.
Good. I'll wrap it right up.
There hasn't been any problem, is it? I mean, what kind of a gate are you expecting?
Sell out here.
Everything in good shape.
I want to ask you something, Tom. Since you have a national show, and I'm tied up here in Las Vegas, how do you find reaction to this fight?
Well, it's been very good. I think that most of the fight fans around the country are believing that you've got 2 fast guys with exceptional speed, and that should be interesting. And plus the fact that I think that you've got kind of a little rivalry going with Cassius sounding off against Floyd, and Floyd believing that he's got to win it back. All of which adds to your gate.
Let me get to the phone right now and tie that thing up for you.
I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Let's ask fight fan Charlie Goldman his opinion.
I believe Patterson will take Clay because in the last 2 fights, Clay didn't show anything to me that he could really fight. And having flown Rocky around through New England in the past few years, why, I'm fairly close to the fight game, and I believe that Patterson will take him.
Former fighter Jackie Mandel.
I think the Floyd Patterson Cassius Clay fight will be a very good fight, very interesting fight. My opinion is that I like Cassius Clay real well. I think he's much too fast. He has a good pair of hands, very fast. He's a fast-moving fighter, and he's very strong, and I think he will win the fight.
Veteran box office manager Benny Green.
Well, my prediction for this fight is going to be the greatest. We're going to surpass any and all records that have been established in the past in financial intake. And this fight figures to be a great one because you have two different styles, controversial styles. Floyd is dedicated to the game. Clay and Floyd both have been Olympic champions. So I think it's going to be a great show, and everyone should see it. And we are sold out completely. Everything is sold out.
Well, that's a sampling of opinions offered in Titletown tonight. Excitement is building wherever you go. Even movie stars Woody Strode and Lee Marvin are caught right up in the affair.
No, in action, about 1916. Yeah. The Mexican border campaign. So it's,
White ranchers, Mexican wives kidnapped by Pancho Villa's X-Men, 150 bandits. Jack Palance played a bandito. And the leverage to fight 150 men. Red Lancaster is a dynamite specialist. I'm a bow and arrow man, roper, best in the United States. We shoot 150 yards into the camp. And this is
1 mile.
Yes.
We just have to get through. A lot of killing and a lot of, it's a very
real knockdown.
good violent.
You got a beautiful girl in there.
Who's the girl?
Claudia Carter Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and Maria Gomez
Yes.
plays Chiquita. She's from Spain, huh? Spain?
France.
France.
Which, Claudia?
No,
Maria's from
Maria's Paris. Forgive me.
Who knows?
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, I had the pleasure of going to studios in Hollywood, going to different studios and watching the way they shoot.
Yeah,
I see you guys work much harder than we do.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No. What time do you start in the morning?
Well,
We get up earlier, but we don't work as hard as you.
Well, my work is...
You're in the toughest business in the world, like conditioning.
All day.
I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
Out of all the football, the wrestling, the fighting business, right on the line, right on the wire. And you ever get a chance to meet Jackie Robinson?
Jackie Robinson,
Yeah.
yes.
I've seen him for 15 years. You seen Kenny at all?
No.
Kenny Washington at all?
No, I haven't.
Did you see Jackie?
Meeting him. I've seen Jackie.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Jackie for 15 years. Only now.
Well, we better get out of here now.
Yeah, okay.
Let Floyd off.
Thank you. Your pleasure meeting you. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you. Right. Bye-bye.
And quite unexpectedly, another celebrity arrives on the scene.
And don't you wear no beard, and don't you hide your face, because you're going to be disgraced. Be ready, Trump. You think I'm driving? You think Lister was whoop? You just watch and see what I got for you.
Champion, sit down here.
Get that chump in shape, too. And have him ready.
Sam.
Have him ready. Take a good whooping for at least 6 rounds.
Sam.
Come on, boss.
Sam, as the champion, sit down.
You gotta shut your mouth.
Sam,
You gotta shut your mouth. You get that sucker ready. You think I'm bad, huh?
Let the champ sit down. Sam, let the champ sit down.
I'll have all of you. All of you. Bring him to the fight. Get that sucker to the fight. I got something for him. Get him out. You better get him out of here. Get him out of here. Come on, Lee. Get him out of here. Bring that sucker to the fight. Bring him to the fight. Bring him to the fight. I'm going to punish him. His handler's got to do all this talking. Remember what I'm saying? His handler's got to do all this talking. I'm going to punish him. I'm going to punish him. And you remember what I'm saying. I'm not going to knock him out. I'm going to whoop him. Bring that chump around me.
Meanwhile, back at the Mint.
I sent for those guns, but they haven't arrived yet. You and I were supposed to square off today.
Yeah, I believe I'm faster than you.
I don't know about that.
Town's not
You
big
may be
enough.
faster in the ring, but with a gun,
Las
you know.
Vegas is not big enough
Man,
for two
I got a
top
list.
guns.
I got a list as long as you got in the ring.
I'm the fastest in the territory.
I don't know about that. I'm the greatest with a gun. Boy, I've got about 16 guns. Holy,
I'll tell you what, right
it's
after I
going
get
to-
rid of the rabbit, we'll have a showdown at the OK Corral.
Why don't we do it? No. Why don't we do it same night, right after the fight, in the ring? Okay?
I'll be the referee then on that one.
No, you don't want to be a referee. We may shoot wild. I don't want to be around.
Yeah.
I won't, but my friend may.
You know, the rabbit, Patterson, just left. We almost had a fist fight, you know.
How about squaring off?
Let me see.
No. Okay, look at that.
You're pretty cool. You're not as dumb as you
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you like speed, you like Cassius Clay, the champion. If you like punching power, I know you're going to lean toward Patterson. This is Steve Ellis saying, I hope you like the fight. We know it's going to be a good one. Good night.